Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So for today's message, I was pulling a card because on Instagram I started doing a daily card pull, and when I went to go get the cards, they said go get the green ones. So I went upstairs and as soon as I saw it, was instantly the first one I saw. I didn't see any other color. So Raphael came out and yeah, he has a message. But what I thought was really interesting, I went down, got all like settled, tapped into my intuition, and when I opened up the box, this Golden Bocelli tarot deck book was in there, and so when I saw the Bocelli, I heard Raphael come in and say, "Take my hand." And I was like, what does that mean? And then they brought me to a previous video that I did. It was actually one of my guided meditations where I started doing videos again. And that's the one that really sparked me into my interest to, yeah, I take breaks all the time. I come, I go, I don't know, that's just me. And so I saw that painting, or I saw that video, and in the video, it's not Bocelli, but Michelangelo. And I don't have Michelangelo cards, so they couldn't use it as a reference. So they showed me this video I made called something about "You're a Divine Fresco," that spark is in you. It's engraved deep down in you, and the insights came from the creation of Adam. So that's the one that's on the Sistine Chapel where he's like pointing at God. And that's when I heard "take my hand." In that picture, Adam's reaching out to God, and then there's like that spark moment where you get life and consciousness. So I didn't know how to write that into the little card pull that I was gonna do, and I realized no, because you need to talk. This is a story. You can write a story. Of course you can write stories. That's how stories are written. But this one's meant to be expressed and shared. So this was the card that was actually in the daily pull. Has nothing to do with today, but I'll just share. Tide is important here. So when I'm filming this, it is the winter solstice. And so we are going back into the darkness to see what comes up. So we got 3 here, they say. Okay, so I'm actually getting a message of urgency. He's not pressuring me and rushing me to get this message out. I feel very calm in that. But yeah. So I'll just show the cards. Oh, now I'm just getting a lot of support. So yeah, I don't know. Something is not positive. Something is stuck in the opposite. We have a need for fresh air. And then the next one that came out was divine intervention. So I'm getting this is something serious. I'm not being rushed or pressured, but I am getting that this is a very heavily weighed option. And I hear that the choice or the option's already been made, but it is the repercussions of a tower moment. So something happened, your world's upside down, and they're saying like everything is I'm just that was support. I'm feeling support on both sides, especially they got my back and the future. I don't feel them quite in the past sense because it's done. Something's done. And so this I got your back protection, it's saying just breathe through it because the worst is over. And the main thing that they want to say over and over is we've got your back and the future. Don't worry about those 2 things. Right now, what you have to focus on is just clearing your mind and calming yourself down. I really feel like the rug has been ripped for someone, and they are in this I don't want to say catastrophic, but those are the kind of words. It's grand. Whatever this is, it's not just like a minor thing like, oh, I stubbed my toe and then I was at the parking lot and someone stole my parking lot when I was trying to get in there. Like those are easy peasy, let go of that. This one is something that, again, the past, it's already been done. Like all the past's weight has come up to this moment and is letting it go now. So I am going to actually pull from the Botticelli cards too. So I did not get that vibe. It's kind of a shock, to be honest. Is it these two? These two and these two and this one. Just give me a moment. I'm going to shut my door. Okay, so we've got Chariot, which is all about movement. We've got the Sun, which is all about happy cycles and completion. And we've got Six of Swords. And when you look at Six of Swords is that mental thing. But look, the ship is coming in. And that's why they really want to say, do not focus on the future and worry if it's going to happen, because like this ship is right there. It's right there. So come on, guys. Okay, now I gotta go open the door. Okay. So with today being the winter solstice, I think maybe we'll just skip the line, put this one out for today. Usually it's timeless, whatever, but I am getting that this actually is bringing in the solstice vibe again, because here we have the sun. Sun, happy complete chapter, but with the Chariot and the winter solstice, right? The sun now is, we're gonna have longer days, darker days. The sun is kind of going underground, and so I'm hearing something has been planted, so you don't need to worry about I just keep getting this stress of it's not gonna come, something like sabotage. Now I'm hearing Beastie Boys. But they can't. That's your mental intellect. So the whole thing for you right now is to sit and be calm and ground yourself. There is movement, there is change. I feel like it's good change because it is bringing in your ship. It is this ending of a chapter. Which one is this? Yeah, the sun. What do you want to share about the sun? The roses, they say. They brought me, I don't even see the roses. There's roses right here. And then when I went there, I said, what do you want to tell me about the roses? I started hearing like Alice in Wonderland's The Queen of Hearts, like painting the roses red. And that's what I got, like that sabotage before. So someone being scared that someone else is gonna come and redirect your ship. But your ship is coming in, they say, no matter what. Things have been planted. You've grown your seeds. You know, you've watered them, you nurtured them. You did exactly what your spirit guides were telling you to do. And so, really, I feel like this tower happened. There's chaos around you, but there's this divine intervention. So let's read the card. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for being with you and for helping with whatever situation you're going through. I have faith in the divine intervention and I fully accept your guidance now. So when you look at it, there's there's an operation going on. He's holding space. Is there, I'm getting actually that there is my question in my head, was, is this about someone in surgery that's actually going through like a life thing like that? And I heard no, yes. It like, I heard two. And so I'm hearing it's a spiritual intervention. Ooh, I'm feeling it's a spirit. What does that even mean? They say actually go into here, and we're going to use the Guardians of the Night Tarot. Oh, what one came out? Justice. Justice flew out, and so spiritual intervention from what? Because really, it's not as bad because you've done the dark night of the soul, I'm hearing, and you made friends with all the hidden parts of you that were dubbed as scary. You shone a light for those dark places. So, we got 3 cards. I shuffled it up more, and justice still came out. It's going to come out no matter what. Someone doesn't want you to have justice. Someone doesn't want things to be balanced, because in this way, things stay in their favor and it's unbalanced. They really want it to be this way. And how do I know? Okay, this came out the other day too. Which reading is this? Okay, I don't know. I've done so many readings, but these 2 cards came out. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So this one, 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is about trickery, someone trying to lie and cheat and steal. It's not a very welcomed card, although I get very, very excited every time I see it because we got the Panther. And so that's what the Panther's there to guide through whatever deceit this is. It's almost just let them go do what they want to do, because I see them swinging swords around trying to stop the justice, but the only thing that could ever stop the scales from being balanced is the highest of high, and you don't have say over that. So you might as well let things go and just trust that there is this divine intervention, that you don't need to worry about this attack, this sneakiness. Let's go into the last card. Okay. I just keep staring at this one, and it just gets angrier and angrier and angrier. And that's not your energy. That's not what I'm picking up at all. This is that thing that you think is going to sabotage your ship from coming in. And so I do sense that there is some hostility in the outside environments. But who cares? That's kind of what I see, is maybe that is part of the past, this anger, and it stays there. Because, like, I don't have time for that. You got time for that? Ain't nobody got time for that. Because what I really see time for is this one. And so these birds, what about these birds? This bird is connected to this. Normally you want to be the swan, you want to be, right? Swans are grace and all these things. But this is the one that I see is the one. It's like, okay, so this was anger, right? This is supposed to be elegant and graceful and kind, you know, and but what I'm getting is just angry. And so the difference between this bird is this bird goes out and like shows everyone a false mask. But this one's red. This one also takes anger, because I am seeing, especially if let's say this one is sending the energy to this one, it's almost like this one absorbs the anger and then changes it and transmutes it into gold, into something even better. And so that's what they keep showing me, is this exchange of energy. It's like every time you send me something hateful, every time you sit with your friends and you guys just sit there and gossip and you just send so much hate, this little bird's just like, that's okay. Like I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna build my nest. I'm gonna take every little stepping anger shot, jab, and I'm gonna transmute it. And And so now I'm being drawn to the flowers. This one has the these like soft petals and stuff. But look at this one behind it. It's almost like the sunflower radiating. It's so strong. The strength in this is powerful. And this one I'm getting that these ones don't have much personality. They don't have much depth or anything. It's just like paper I'm seeing. And then you go up into here, and then these ones are like vibrant and stuff. And so what Spirit's saying is like, if this person with anger focused more on channeling this anger into something better for them, like they'd have more substance or something, that they wouldn't be focused on you so much, trying to get your ship. That's my ship. I want that. It's not allowed to come and visit. Send it away. And everyone's like, well, no, because we got divine intervention, right? This is the ending of a chapter. This is happy completion. We are moving away from the old destructive, where somebody, I don't know, this one's just mean. And it's like, if you had utilized this anger, right? Because that anger, that whatever denseness of energy was telling you something, that something wasn't right. And so for you to ignore it and be like, la, 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 you're not the victim, I hear. To both situations. This one's not a victim. This one's not a victim. Neither is a victim, because just focus on your own thing. You shouldn't even be paying attention to this one. And this one definitely is not paying attention to this one. They're not even in the same class system, I hear. This one says, keep it classy. This one pretends to be classy. Spirit, you gonna make me get... And so just breathe. Elegance and grace. What is that? We all have an idea what we think it is, but what is it actually? They're showing me back to this anger. And I really want to know which one fell on the floor. 1 second. Oh yeah, stay positive. That positivity was in the reverse. And then it was just on the floor. It was right at your feet. You can take any negative situation and transmute it to positivity. However you focus your attention, shift it, let it flow, right? You somebody says something mean to you, somebody hates you, somebody, whatever, like, they're so focused on you that you now consume their mind, and they're giving you way too much of their power. I wish people would understand this, and if that was the case, they'd understand that every time I just think about how much I don't like you, I'm giving you all my good energy for you to take. I think I'm going to say things that's going to hurt you. But this little bird's just like, well, that's fine. I've got, again, that divine intervention, and I'm gonna turn it into something mighty. They're bringing me back to the other reading. It was about the divine feminine and the masculine, and she was smaller on the card, and it said, though she might be small, she is mighty. So this may even come into masculine feminine energy. You know what, though? When this one learns to harness this energy and stops sending it to this one, and actually learns to transmute it and build it into something itself, this environment up here with these flowers and this one, when these two come together, it's going to be beautiful, actually. It's almost like, I'm almost seeing like frenemies, because they're so similar. That it's like, once you just get over yourself and stop focusing on what this little bird is doing. It's so tiny. It's like, you do you. Just take it away. So let's say, for some reason, social media is coming up. This one's always watching this one's social media and getting pissed off at this one. Stop watching their social media. That's just stupid. That's like, I'm having a good day, and then you're like, well, what's so-and-so doing? And you're just like, ugh, they always get their way, or it's something, because their ship is coming in, and they're like, no, we got to stop it. And Spirit's just like, there's a spiritual intervention. Did we go into this spiritual intervention? The spiritual intervention was that shift of this one that was on the floor. It wasn't positive. It was so focused on the past and like, I don't know, scared that someone's gonna come and wreck things for you. And you gotta let that go. You gotta stay positive. The divine intervention is like that block, that whatever is coming to you, you learned how to transmute it. So I see before, maybe you would get bombarded with this angry moon energy, and it did affect you. It did hurt your feelings. It did take your thunder. But then change happened. You started thinking, I can't keep living the same day over and over again. What do I want in the future? What is it that I can now take my energy and focus on? Well, you start focusing on the ship. And this ship, you started pulling it and pulling it and pulling it. And now it's in your reality. It's just outside your window. And it's still coming slowly but surely, saying, stay positive. In the meantime, just chill. Take a breath. You don't have to worry about the sneaky deceptions and things. We got the Panther. Panther teaches us our shadow work and how to take that energy and make it into something better. By taking that energy and transmuting it, you now find balance. And you grow your little mighty cup. And you teach others how to maybe focus on what they need to. And so, hey, welcome back. Actually, I guess you never went anywhere, but I did. And so, after that reading, I just want to share kind of the updates of what happened, because the end got cut off, and then a whole bunch of stuff happened. So let's just get into it, because that reading makes so much sense. I just sat here and I left my cards on the table. Actually, I didn't come here for a couple days. I just processed, and so this is the first time I'm picking them up again, and we'll talk about the little bit of healing message that came through. So I was trying to tiptoe around it. I had an inkling that the reading was saying something, but I don't want to spread more fear into the world than needed. And so I kept saying that this one card, this one, was it was more of like a gossip thing, like talking poorly on this one, sending the negative gossip or anger, complaints, things like that. That would have been nice. That would have been so nice. And so what I'm going to talk about, I really don't like talking about on my channel. I think what I'm talking about is the reason why this channel exists, to be honest. But I don't like spreading fear. But the reason why I started making videos, I started on my own personal social media. I just one day had to make this video. I ruminated over it for like months and months and months. And I was like, how do I heal from my story? And to be honest, it didn't come out in the nicest way. It just had to come out. And that's the point of it, is it just needs to come out. And so what happened after I recorded that video, the video cut off, I had to go do some prior engagements that I had promised. And so while I was out doing my things, I got spiritually attacked. Like black magic. It's okay, so I don't want to put fear in people, because I want you to know how powerful you are, that even if someone does go and do the most basic witch things, because that's what they are, they're just basic witches who have a book or something, and they think they can manipulate energies to control someone else. And that is exactly what Lighting Your Sunshine stands up against. And so if you follow the work, you keep doing all those things, then you're really protected. Like, you don't have to worry about these things. So always put yourself in your column. tap into your intuition, follow your guidance of what your guides say to do. So what I think is really cool about that is, like I said, I haven't looked at these cards since. Do I have it out here? No, but as I started that video, the main message, it all started because I pulled a card on my Instagram, and the Instagram was talking about higher frequency foods. It's not here and I'm not gonna look. Higher frequency foods. And so that's what they've been kind of telling me a little bit, but they were like, you really need to amp it up on this winter solstice because that's when the attack happens. The last time the big major attack from them happened was Friday the 13th. Like, that's how basic these people are. They are not tapping into their own power. They are not connected to the Most High. They're low vibing, controlling energies. And so, yeah, my guides are saying to go through this again. I haven't looked at them other than show this card to you. And let's just share my stories reflecting back. You know what? No. First I want to tell you how I know when it's happening. So I could kind of feel it building up the days too. And so back in the day, I used to always have this dream where my teeth would fall out. And every time I had this dream where my teeth would fall out, eventually down the road, I would be betrayed or backstabbed by a friend. Guaranteed. So every time I dreamt of teeth falling out, I'd be like, oh, here we go again. And then, so I was going on my day and I could feel the energies building. And it wasn't in dreams, but it was in my normal reality, right? Because now I'm connected and I see visions and things like that. So I'd find that my jaw was so tense. Like, I'm not that tense of a person, but I would be grinding almost, like the pressure in my jaw. I don't even know how that much pressure came. And I would see these visions of like teeth cracking. And I was like, that was my first wake-up call. I was like, okay, there's all this energy outside of you that's unwelcome, that is not yours to take in. So like, protect yourself, clear yourself. Every single day, clear yourself. And then the main thing, like instantly when I know that it takes effect, I feel it like this wave or ripply feeling. It like comes through, but it's such a gross feeling that it's like instantly once the energy comes, it's like your body repels it because it's sickening. And that's almost like it's like you instantly want to like throw up or go to the bathroom. Like you want that energy out of your body as soon as it's there. And so, as I said, I was out, I had all these prior engagements, and I just got so freaking ill. And I don't get sick. I'm a healer. And I really don't get sick. The only time I got sick, I burn out. I definitely lose energy. But the only time I got sick recently was with COVID. But the only reason why I got that is because I was so burnt out and I needed that. It's almost like when you keep pushing yourself when you're at your lowest, that's when we keep saying you're going to get sick. So pay attention to your body. But because I've been listening to my guides, the card that day was like, have high frequency foods. So I was taking up my supplements and, taking vitamins, all that stuff. And it helped. It really did. Because I found that any other food that I would eat was so gross. This we're going to call it black magic. We're going to say this energy mixed in with the food. And it was the vilest feeling. And so I have a friend who also has this happen to them too. And her experiences are kind of similar, although I haven't really caught up with her in a while to see. But yeah, it's weird. I can't explain how this feeling feels, but it's like your body instantly wants to repel it. It's like it messes up your solar plexus so bad. Right? Obviously, they're doing a little bit of heart and root work and stuff, but the main one that seems to be affected is the solar plexus. And so now we can get into this. So the sun the sun will say a happy completion, a happy cycle. I got through it flying colors, no problem at all, because I did listen to my guides and I did have divine intervention from my guides. They come in, they can't take it all, but they definitely took the majority of the brunt. And every time it's sent to you, right? It was like this would be sent to this person. You have this huge spiritual shift and awakening afterwards. So like spirit kind of only gives you things that you can handle. And so since all of it, right, they took it, they balanced it, they're like, all right, this is a situation that you now can go through. And every time they send this to me, I wish they would understand. I've got divine guidance. And every time I get through it, it's like I spiritually level up to a place that I wasn't even trying to get to, but I'm forced or pushed to excel faster. And so just enjoy the ride is what they say, because you are divinely guided. If you did not need to learn that, you wouldn't feel it. Oh no, that would just like water off a duck's back, they say. But learning how to clear and transmute and do all those things, well, that's when that one bird had that super powerful sunshine cup. And so here we have the sun. So the next one, let's put these down here so we don't keep going, was the chariot. A chariot is movement. What comes goes, right? It's just a cycle. And that was kind of it. It was like embracing the energies as they came and like working them through your body. That's what you have to do to transmute it. And I'm just hearing do victory, right? He's coming in on his chariot as a victory. This kind of looks like all this gold in the background, looks like confetti and things. It's just triumphant. So here, this card kind of makes me angry because I remember at the end being like, you know, this one focuses on this part, and it's grown this sunflower that is so abundant and bold and beautiful. And if this one was to stop focusing on the superficial things and work on these flowers, they could have been friends. It would have been such a good team. It's just like so similar, but because you're so similar, you see them as competition or something, and then you created this fuckery out of nothing. And that's why I'm mad, because it was like, it could have been friends, but like, who wants to be friends with someone who does shit like that? Not me. So I feel like that door's closed. Haters are gonna hate. And so balance it out, right? Stop giving, justifying crummy actions to other people. Just walk away. Just do your own thing, and always cover yourself in your golden light and light your sunshine. The sunshine is so important when it comes to dealing with these kind of attacks and things like that, because it will empower you to balance the scales. Remember, the heart needs to be as light as a feather. And this one is freaking angry. You take on this anger, you transmute it, and then you come out with that feather. Next card. I just want to take time for gratitude and appreciation for the shadow guides, because man, do they come in handy in those times. We keep trying to suppress the dark parts of ourselves, but these dark parts, the parts that are creepy and crawly, this panther came exactly when I needed it. And you know what? When that magic and shit is going on in your body and your body's repulsing it, it is a little bit of the dark that does help you work it through. I don't know how to explain that, but let's see. They're telling me to go to these 4 swords. Okay, so these 4 swords, it is 7 of swords. There's the 2 up here. There's that conflict and all those like prowling, and you know, they're trying to get your energy. Here they are looking like they're fake leopards, but guess what? This is the leopard. These ones, something ain't right about them. They're like gray. They're cloudy. They're not clear. This is clear. So this shadow, they say the 4 and the 5. The 5, I'm seeing someone, right? 7 of Swords is someone you can't trust. This is a liar, a thief, a sneak amongst your tribe. And so by taking away that one sword, by it's almost like it seems like it's going to cause conflict for them, right? You remove the carpet from them, upended them, but it brought stability for you. But you're not actually even fighting, because you do not fight back magic with magic. You don't. You give it to source. You work it, you transmute it. Do not return to sender. Give it to source and tell source that they are allowed to do whatever they see justified in this situation to do with the energy. 9 times out of 10, I find that they actually want to amp it up more than I would have done. And that's not for me to say, that's for the universe to decide. Because only these people know the actions that they've done. And I mean, if you're dabbling in the dark arts, you got some inner soul work to do. Fresh air. After you get through it. No, while you're getting through it, it is so important to breathe. That energy in your stomach, I'm almost seeing like on Total Recall, like that alien stomach thing, like, I don't know. Anyways, that's what I see is like that alien stomach. It's like something almost wants to like burst out, like it just doesn't belong there. It's not its right frequency. So you have to breathe through those moments. Those moments are so important for your healing. Imagine like into the dark, find that heavy dense, and then expand that breath into it. As that breath expands, add that golden light. Add the light into the dark. And then as you release it, that's giving it back to the universe. That's giving it back to the judgment of the universe. Here's this heavy dense energy. Do what you want. You know, they're going to be like, thank you for all this extra energy. There must be an equal exchange. We appreciate your offer. And then they will bless you with something that actually resonates at your frequency. And that's that leveling of that spiritualing up. What's the next one? Stay positive through this whole thing. If you let the fears consume you and you know that these kind of things are happening, or if you don't know if these kind of things are happening, but you have an inkling suspicion, do not feed the fears. Stand in your power and every day wake up and you just focus on what you want to focus on and don't pay them any mind, because once they find that little rip in your auric field, that's when they can come in. And obviously I had a little bit of fear, or else it wouldn't have been able to happen. So yeah, stay positive. It is a forever healing cycle. It is. And if you're meant to learn and grow from it, then the universe will let you experience that moment. But let's say you don't deserve it. You don't even need to learn this lesson. It's not going to come anywhere near you. It's going to boom, boom, right back. But I love transmuting energy, so I feel like I'm a little bit of an open target that way. So maybe a belief that I need to change. It says to read this one. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me be optimistic and take the appropriate steps that support my health. Straight up, when I was doing that reading, it said, take my hand. He knew that this attack was coming before I even knew it. So I had grabbed his hand. I had angelic support and help even before it came. Like there was just no way that was going to affect me at all. I felt it a little bit, but it was like a mild flu in the end, because I listened to the guidance. I ate the high frequency foods. I worked on especially the solar plexus. And yeah. The next one is that, oh yeah, there's a ship coming in. So just keep focusing on this. This is your goal. This is your dreams. Do not focus on the fears. This is coming. And it said it was so freaking close. And this is why people are getting so jealous or greedy or whatever, I don't know, bum-ass excuse that they're going to say. She did this, I feel this, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's a negative energy in them. And this is not their ship. So it makes no sense. It doesn't. It doesn't need to make sense, though, because you just need to keep going on your path, because divine intervention. This makes so much freaking sense. I saw this and I was like, this was me. I was laid out and they were working on me, and we had the panther coming and eating the dark bits. We had the light coming in and like adding it into the empty parts. It was such a team action that I'm seeing this now. I said, this is the light, right? The gold, but we also have the dark and the panther and that beautiful balancedness really helped me get through this. I found that this one, they must have like amped it up or had more people or those kind of things. It's growing, but it's not actually. I'm getting way more advanced notice and things like that. But yeah, honestly, this whole channel did start because of black magic. I was being attacked. I got myself out of it, but then I noticed my friends were being attacked. I wanted to empower them without knowing that they were being empowered to work through these kind of things. And so if you've been following along, especially since April, you've done the soul work, like congratulations, give yourself those props, because that was the intention. I got it written down somewhere. There is a purpose to everything. There is this story unfolding of how we're tapping into our healing abilities and how we are going to change things going forward. I'm so tired of this. I'm hearing a banshee scream. It's just like you gotta go do your own soul work, and you can't keep stealing energy from those who are doing the healing, because I guarantee that those people, like, I didn't send it back to them, but I know the universe did because they told me they did. And I know that right now they ain't feeling good, and they don't got this angelic help or the panther like I do. So I feel bad, but a part of me can't feel too bad because now they're sending me back to that one card. Oh, the panther card. These 5 swords wanted to stab you in the back. And by removing that one person kind of energy, it was literally just one energy that planned all this freaking thing with all these different people. It's this one. They suck. And let succubuses and banshees go hang out with their own, and crabs in a bucket take themselves down one by one. Don't let them take you down, because you can't feed the fears. Erase everything that was just said. All those people, we forgot about them, because who freaking cares? Because the only thing that matters is this. Let's just cut this whole, like I said, could have been friends. Fuck that. Just this. Focus on this. Yes, you could have. You can blend and merge your energy and get along with the whole world. But do you have to? If someone is actively sending you bad energy and wishing your downfall, do you keep filling up their cup? Hell to the no. It is not a hell yes, like the other reading said, whatever day. So, I'm going to pull one more Raphael card. We're going to end on this message. This was only supposed to be 10 minutes to add on to the last one. We're going out for lunch now. So, I'm excited to be excited about all kinds of foods again and not have to just only focus on the high frequency ones. Wrap up message. Relationship. Maybe that's the ship coming in. Relationship. Friends that work, that vibrate at the same heart frequency as you. It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for healing and guiding all my relationships upon the path of love. And love will heal everything, not fear. So stay in the love, not the fear. There's beautiful relationships coming. I keep seeing this meme and everyone's like, oh, everybody learned their lesson. I think it's the Oppenheimer one. I've never watched it. But like everyone's learned their lesson not to be like, 2024 is going to be my year. But I really feel like 2024 is going to be an awesome year. I mean, there will be separation and there will be crumbling. But in the end, when the dust settles, you're only going to have love and support around you. And so I see that as a win, and I'm excited to have that. So let all the false things crumble. Don't take on that energy as yours. Pay attention to your solar plexus, because I do find, there's different times. There's times where mentally it might change your thoughts. You might get really negative, and you know that you're not a person like that. You'll have just such toxic thoughts. But what I feel, if you have that, what's your solar plexus feel like? Anytime you're like, am I getting bad energy from someone? Check your solar plexus. It is your compass to bullshit. And I promise you, it will get you out of it. We'll leave it there. Have a good day. Stay empowered, light your sunshine, and if you made it to the end, thanks. Bye, guys.